everyone, welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. It's Saturday, we're going to be doing another open tag response to John over at Thrifty Kniffy's open tag, which is Super Sack Saturday. Very simple, show a Swiss Army knife on a Saturday. Please everyone join in, we'd love to see what some of your Victorinox or Wenger, whatever Swiss Army knives you have collections. We're big fans, we're really enjoying them at the moment. But we're going to be taking a look at one from Victorinox today, and this is one from their precious Alox range. Comes in this standard style silver box, so you can see got the embossed white Victorinox logo there. Classic precious Alox, and you can kind of see the design here, which is also on the scales. It's sort of like a crosshatch design they've done, but we'll show you that in a second. Back of the box then, you can see we have the model number here from Heine Haynes, and then the model number from Victorinox themselves. So it's a classic SD precious Alox in the hazel brown, and that model number is 0.622 1.4011G, so a very wordy long model number that doesn't need to be that long, but that's what they've picked. Back of the box then, very standard stuff, contact information, address, website links, all bits and pieces like that. Of course, this little sleeve comes off, and then inside the box, of course, you would have the knife in this nice recycled cardboard container, something I'm really enjoying that Victorinox are doing, reusing materials, bits and pieces like that. And along with that, standard sort of style paperwork you get with most Victorinox. Tells you how to use the tools, how to keep them clean, how to maintain it. Very standard stuff. You've all seen this before if you had a Victorinox knife. So we'll just pop this to one side and then we'll take a look. So here it is, the 58mm classic SD in the hazel brown precious Alox. So the 58mm equates to about 1 to 2¼ inches, and we'll take a look at that precious Alox scales up close, and you can see they really move in the light. The way they've done the sort of cross hatching on that, I really do prefer these to the standard Alox scales. I wish they'd do some maybe larger 93mm in this. I think that would look really great. But as you can see, quality, fit and finish as you expect from Victorinox, it's second to none. And this being a little bit pricier than even the standard Alox one, I'm glad the quality is definitely there as well. We do have a keyring on here. Perfect tool to add to your keys. I love the classic SD. I carried one for many, many years. Only the last sort of couple months I've sort of changed it up for the Rambler, just for that extra tool. But as recognizability goes, and one that's very well known, I don't know anyone that wouldn't know what this is, and nobody in their right mind is going to be offended by the little tiny blades and tools you have on this. So with that, we'll jump into it and take a look. Again, that hazel brown Victorinox shield on there, they've colour matched it perfectly. First tool then, we do have a nice little pen blade. Edge on there, as you'd expect from Victorinox, is absolutely perfect. We have the Victorinox Swiss made stainless 3-line tang stamp, and a nice little snap on that blade as well. Very pretty light pull. It's like a 4, maybe a 5 if you're being generous, but it's a little keychain knife. You're not going to want anything too difficult to open. It's only there for really light tasks. Edge on the back of the blade then as well. Perfect. Victorinox really knock it out the park with their quality control. Nice little clean nail nick. No swedging, and that sort of tumbled polish finish on there, which honestly I think is one of the best finishes that are available for a knife. Victorinox do it so well, and I think it just makes the knife look really attractive with that sort of semi-tumbled but the polished finish on there too, which is great. Next tool we have then is the nail file, the mini flathead screwdriver, which can also be used as a nail cleaner. That sort of makes this differ from the classic. So the original classic didn't have the screwdriver, which is what the SD stands for, so they changed the point on that into this little screwdriver, and it's great for very small jobs. I think this is a bit too big for tightening up your glasses, but very small screws like on kids' toys. You know, the odd, I know, taking apart a TV remote if it's screwed in, whatever it may be, works great for that. But again, nice little action on that. Very nice snap on the open and on the close. Nice clean nail nick on there too. And honestly, I never thought I would use the nail file so much, but since I've been really into slip joints, I'm always breaking my nail with any that have got a strong pull, or if I catch it or it's a bit rough, I just give it a quick file down. This works perfectly for that. On the back of the knife then, we have the scissors, one of my most used tool on any Victorinox knife of any size. I always go to the scissors first if I'm in the office. It just saves that sort of confrontation in the UK. Knives are sort of seen as weapons rather than tools quite a lot of the time by people that don't know what they're talking about. So it's a bit of a shame, but I always go for the scissors just to be on that extra safe side. And these are always done so well. They're always razor sharp. They're pinned together perfectly. They're not too loose. That leaf spring works amazing. I'm glad they've not changed it and they've left it with that, because it's not broken. They work fantastically well. I've got models that are bordering up to nearly, well, some of them are 70, so coming up to that sort of 50-year mark nearly, and they're still using the spring and it's still absolutely perfect. So overall, a fantastic piece. Even if you guys pick up just the original classic SD in the cellar door, it's honestly well worth the money. But then the blade length on this, very small, sort of unoffending blade of just over 1.5 inches with a cutting edge of 1.3, 1.4 maybe. But one I would highly recommend as giving as a gift, especially from this Precious line. It does make it that little bit extra special when you're opening something, and you know, the little bit extra into the presentation, the bit of extra work that goes into the scales. 100% a perfect gift for anyone, maybe for a birthday, like girlfriend, boyfriend, mother, father, whatever it may be. Highly recommend these in any sort of variation of what they come in. Just have a quick look over those tools again. Unfortunately, as it's the Alox, you don't get the scale tools on there, so it is missing the toothpick and the tweezers. But honestly, for you know, the way it looks, I'm happy to sort of ignore the fact that those aren't on there. And I really just do love the way it looks in this Precious Alox. So there we go, guys. That's my review for Super Sack Saturday, an open tag started by John over at Thrifty Kniffy. This is the Victorinox Classic SD Precious Alox. Model number again we're looking at is 0.6221.4011G. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, subscribe and ring that bell for notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.